I'm Mr. MegaManFan, and if you like this video, please subscribe to the channel, give us a thumbs up, and leave a comment below. Today we are looking at something for PC Engine, TurboGrafx, etc. called Remute, Electronic Lifestyle. And despite it appearing to be a typical hue card for TurboGrafx or PC Engine, this is most definitely not. It is an album. You heard me correctly. An entire album on a hue card. Not exactly the typical fare for the PC Engine files, but I felt it was worth giving this a try, especially since it was on sale through one of my favorite websites, Stone Age Gamer. Not sponsored by them, just like shopping there. So let's go ahead and turn on the Turbo Duo and pop this card in the slot, and then we can see what this album is all about. Well, that was my plan anyway, but then I realized that I made a couple of mistakes, so you get to laugh at my stupidity. Enjoy me being dumb for your entertainment. My first problem here was that I bought the PC Engine version, not the TurboGrafx 16 version, so of course, this card doesn't work in my Turbo Duo. Watch what happens when I put it in and flip the switch. White screen because it's not made for North America. I thought, okay, I've got the solution to this problem. I have the PC Engine game converter. But guess what? It doesn't fit in a Turbo Duo. The slot has been specifically engineered to not let this adapter fit in there. I'm sure they were aware people were using it on the TurboGrafx 16, so when they made the Duo, they said, enough of this funny business. We don't want people playing import games, so haha, you can't fit it in here now. Try, see if you can. You can't. So I did the only thing one can do in this situation. I turned off the Turbo Duo, picked up the camera, and went over to where my PC Engine and my core graphics are. I've got the Super HD System 3 on the core graphics, but it will still recognize the hue cards when one is inserted. It will just ignore the additional add-on at the back on the 30-pin connector. So, ta-da! We have Remute, Electronic Lifestyle. Copyright 2021, Remute. Now, I admit there were some things about this album that confused me, such as the fact that he keeps saying D-Copy at the beginning of Electronic Lifestyle, even though the next song is called D-Copy. So I don't know if the tracks are listed out of order, or if that's just a common phrase in German, which I assume this composer is based on these titles. It looks like you're looking at an album from Rammstein. I expect one of the songs to be called Du hast nicht. All joking aside, that is kind of the feel of this album when you're listening to it. It's got a very 90s European, Eastern European techno electro funk to it. Some of it is my bag and some of it is not. I liked some of these songs a lot better than others. The bass on Gooch Select Besser is pretty good, for example, so if you've got a nice hi-fi audio system hooked up to your entertainment center, you might be impressed by that one. Semiconductor isn't bad either. It kind of feels like a boss level from a TurboGrafx 16 video game, which is appropriate given that we are playing this on a PC Engine right now. High Energy is probably my favorite of the entire album. I could actually just sit here and let this one play for quite some time, and I did before moving on to the next track, but this is one you could actually put on in the background while you're working or reading, and you would probably just enjoy the vibes. In fact, I think this whole album could just be good background music while you're working. If you have a PC Engine hooked up and throw this card in there, you could just chill and let the music play in the background while you're doing other things instead of playing video games. If you buy this card, that's pretty much your only choice anyway. There's not a whole lot to do. There's a guy that looks like a Bavarian monk who's nodding his head to the beat, and there's a menu you can select songs from. You can either hit start or stop. And if you hit left or right on the D-pad, you get a QR code. One that I can only assume, having not scanned it, is exactly the same as the Bandcamp page that you get a download from, because if you buy this card, it comes with a digital copy of the album. So really, you don't even need to hook up your PC Engine to listen to the album. You can download it from Bandcamp in MP3 or any audio format of your choice and play it on your computer or your portable listening device, iPhone, MP3 player, Sony Walkman with MP3 function built in, whatever, I don't know, I don't care, you play it any way that you want to play it. I suppose it shouldn't come as a surprise to me that I got the PC Engine version, because when I went to remute.bandcamp.com, he had a note saying all versions will be the PC Engine version from now on. So even if he was selling the TurboGrafx 16.1 for a while, he stopped selling it, and maybe that was all Stone Age Gamer had when I placed the order. It was on sale at the time, as noted, but if you get it now through Remute's page, it's €34.99 if he still has any stock. And I'm not sure that he does, because as of the recording of this video, there were only 5 left. So he may make another batch. I don't know. That's up to him. He's the artist. I am not. But remute.bandcamp.com or stoneagegamer.com if they still have any supplies remaining from their sale. Anyway, I like this idea. I like the concept, if you will, of putting an album on a Hue card or a cartridge or any other form of physical media that's not a CD, a tape, or a vinyl record. I think this is a very innovative way to release an album, and it's also one that forces you to work within the constraints of the console that you're composing the album for. So Remute is obviously a pretty sophisticated composer and knows his video game consoles quite well, that he was able to pull this off. So I tip my hat to you, sir. I like this. I think you should do more like this in the future, not just for TurboGrafx 16 and PC Engine, but for a wide variety of consoles. I'm Mr. MegaManFan. This has been the PC Engine Files. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you again real soon.